Hello, welcome back to Books, and today I'm doing a little tutorial on OBS. Let me just get OBS in the frame and we'll start. So ignore the little effect going on back here, but basically this is OBS, this is what I use to record my videos, blah blah blah, you know the drill. Now OBS in and of itself is pretty dummy proof, but some people still manage to mess things up, and it's understandable. OBS is kind of a complicated software compared to some other screen recording softwares where it's just bang bang boom and then you're good. But this one's a little more complex, so let's start. First, we have well, I'll just start from the top. So this is my YouTube chat, and I just demonstrated one of the features there. So basically, what you can do is you can just stack stuff if you don't want it spread out like this. So if you want, you can just stack things on top of each other and click between them. But this is my YouTube chat displays. So it displays every single thing that's been said, which is how I can respond to them without like being on my phone and looking at the chat on there. This one is the YouTube live control panel. Just shows me who's watching, the commenting rate, and the average viewing rate, I think. This is scene transitions. This is how I get that little transition-y thing whenever the scenes are changing. And also change the time of it. Coming down here, this is just my screen. So like if I move this around, it will change the positioning on where you're seeing stuff. It's probably annoying, so I'll stop. Moving over here, we have the audio mixers. This is what changes my audio. Like my microphone, you can see it moving every single time I talk, and I can get a lot quieter when I talk, or I can get a lot louder when I talk. It's a interesting system. Coming down here, this is my scenes. This is all the scenes that we have for these videos that I use. So, for example, the podcast screen, which I still have set up from last time. Just changed to that. It's a interesting little transition thing, and then you get to that. Also, all the other scenes as well. Over here, these are the display capture. These are the sources, so what's on here. So for demonstration purposes, I can put a just put an image on here. So yeah, I'll just add an image real quick. Just go with one of my random photos. Yeah, we'll go with one of my car photos. So yeah, we can just add images through that, and then it's running it off of a so yeah, it's just running it off of a file. And then I can move it around, and it shows up down here, and I can also hide it and unhide it. Which also brings us to our next area: how to add animations. There's one thing that a lot of people don't seem to understand, so I'll explain it. So what I want to do is we're going to right-click the source. We get this huge menu here. And then we want to go to Show Transition. You can change that to something. So for this example, I'm going to change it to Swipe and press OK. So now every time that it's shown, it slides into view like that. Then I can change the hide animation when it's going away, so I'll just change it to Swipe again. Now whenever I hide it, it goes away like that, which is pretty cool. Anyways, so that's how to do that stuff. And coming down here, we have our little control panel. So start streaming, that starts a live stream. That's me go live, which is how I do my podcasts. The broadcast, which is how I create my live streams, just basically sets up the system that it's going to send it to, and then it redirects it to YouTube and stuff. It's a process I don't understand. OBS just does it. So I like it. Recording, that's what I'm doing right now. Record my screen. We have a virtual camera, basically makes OBS your camera, and then everything that's displayed on the camera, if you have it set to the OBS input, basically it displays the image that OBS is showing. So if I turned on my camera, it would display this on the OBS virtual camera. And we have a studio mode, which turns on this, and basically I can do stuff like fade it to black, that kind of stuff, so I can just kind of disappear like that. Or come back, yeah. And you can also just set these transitions and other stuff like that. So if I can change scenes over here, and then I can transition on the other screen, but we're not going to do that. Settings, that's self-explanatory, and exit, also self-explanatory. So that's basically the OBS basics on how to do stuff like that. Now, how do we like see our videos that we've recorded? You come up here, you go to File, and you show recordings. It would show up a big menu to all your recordings that you've ever recorded. Remix recordings, I don't know what that does. Settings, same with down here, and you can do a ton of other things. Editing, again, not sure what this does, but I do know what order does. It basically just orders the scenes. So you can have something show up in front of something, so it will overlap it whenever it comes over, or show up behind it, so it just goes like through it, and the other thing will be on top of it. Viewing does what you'd think it'd do. So I can see just a ton of different things. Docs are what these are, so I can pull up like a stats doc and I can see like the stats of the current video and stuff like that. Scene collections, that's basically what like the profile basically. So I can make a new scene selection and have clear this out. So like the one I have it on right now is main. It's the one I'm using right now. Tools. Yeah, you can just set that up to whatever you want. I have my Stream Deck running on this, so it allows me to do stuff through it. And help, self-explanatory. Now, you heard me mention Stream Deck, so here's how I use my Stream Deck and how you can also use one if you have one. For this, I'd recommend the Stream Deck Plus because it works the best. So, this is my Stream Deck, the one that I use for recordings. It's a pretty simple system, but it can get a little confusing sometimes. So let me go to my OBS options. So here's are all the OBS options that I have and all the options that I have for the Stream Deck. So you can see that I have a ton of options down here that I can do different things with. Then I also have my microphone audio, which I can change, desktop audio, and media source, which is the music that you hear at the beginning of the Dumb Conversations podcasts. Speaking of, let's go to podcast stuff. These are folders that I have a ton of different scenes in, and this does a little animation thing if needed. Recording, it's what I'm on, so I can change the scenes. I can also change it, show my laptop screen instead of my TV screen, which is what you're currently seeing. And I can also do the box news intro and the regular intro. And live stream stuff, this is just general live streaming stuff. So if I just went live for a like a little video, like playing Wings of Glory or something, I could just use that instead of having to use the podcast stuff. That's why I made it. So yeah, it's just a little overview on it and like how I use it and stuff. And setting that stuff up is really simple, so I can actually go over that right now. So in the let's just go to recording. We'll add let's say a new source visibility thing. So then it sets this up, so let me just add a random image real quick to this. So we'll use this image, which I have taken myself. So we have the image, so here's how to set this up. So let us move this somewhere where it's out of the way, and we'll go through it. So this is for source visibility, so it chooses whether the source is visible or not. Basically, it chooses whether that car is visible or not visible. So we go to the scene, it's the main scene, and then I display, choose source image 6. So now every time I press this button, the image will appear and disappear from me pressing the button. That's one of the simplest things that you can do. There are a ton of other options here. Some of them are really simple and others are a little complicated. But I'm sure with enough willpower and general determination, you will be able to get through it at some point. Plus, I don't make good tutorial videos, so you can probably find some other YouTuber in the mountains of them to give a better tutorial on this. Anyways, yeah, that's the end for this video. Hopefully I was able to give a general overview on OBS. If you want OBS, I will leave a link to the... No, I'm not going to leave a link to the site, but basically just go on Google, Chrome, Opera, whatever browser you use, and search up OBS and space Studio, and then click one of the first links. That's not, it shouldn't be sponsored. If it is sponsored, it's probably not the right link. Basically, then you just click that link, and then it will take you to their website, and you can download whatever version of OBS you need for whatever version of computer you have. So yeah, that was a little oversight on OBS. Hopefully I was able to help someone, make your day a little less complicated. If I made your day more complicated, that's not really my problem. But too bad for you. Anyways, if you want more content like this, I'm going to be trying to do more content I haven't posted recently, aside from the batch file video, but I don't really like to count those as videos because they don't take that long. Not really worth it. So, yeah, hopefully I can push out more videos soon. Thinking about doing a review video at some point. Details on that are kind of scarce at the moment, so I'll do continuous updates to that until I figure out something for it. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you have any ideas for videos, please leave those in the comments. I'm running dangerously low on them. So, yeah, if you have any video ideas, please post those in the comments. And check out my channel for other videos. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed.